Hi friends, so in this video I want to talk about sometimes we get carried away with our thoughts. So mind plays in such a way that it will think about past or it will think about future until and unless you're established in silence or established in knowingness or available in present moment. Mind will always bring up something, because see how the mind works, it has a limitation of its own. So it's anything which is limited will always will keep you will fight for its survival, and definitely it works in a way that it will bring thoughts, or either it will bring thoughts about past or thoughts about future. And these thoughts are thoughts of either you are not happy with some situation happened in the past, could be related to some situation or things what you wanted, or could be related to something you wanted from the future and that didn't happen the way you wanted it. So these thoughts will keep on coming all the time, and sometimes they take you in a journey, and this journey can be really long, like you are in a roller coaster now. So you are running through these thoughts again and again, and you don't even know you're doing it. That's the main problem. The only way to stop them, or stop them creating those emotions which comes up to you, is to have a silence or silence of mind. Until that silence is achieved, mind will take you in a long journey. And so the thing is that whatever you're thinking, body will have those kind of emotions. If you're thinking something which you haven't achieved in the past or you want from the future, so it is something is lacking. Whenever there is something lacking, so you might even get, so there is dissatisfaction. You're not content with what you have. So definitely it will take you, either you'll become angry, or either you will become like agitated, or you will, if you are thinking about somebody who did something to you in the past, so definitely it's a feeling of revenge will come up, or you will do this or you will do that, or something which is unfulfilled in terms of something which you want from the future or your current situation. Then definitely this will again bring some kind of anger. And these thinking, the thoughts of unsatisfaction, will definitely bring the energy of unhappiness. So only the way to deal with it is to not get into that emotional roller coaster. So, and for that to happen, see, thinking will not change anything. First of all, you need to be content with what you have. Until and unless you're not content with what you have, you're not giving out those energies that, yeah, I'm ready to accept more. First of all, you need to be happy with what you have. And then definitely work towards what you want, or something which happened in the past, we cannot change it. The only option, the peace of the current situation is really important. If the current situation right now you're not happy, you're not peaceful, then everything whatever you wanted has no value, because that's the ultimate goal. You want to be peaceful and happy, and you can be peaceful and happy even if there is something what you want is not there. You can be if your mind is silent. See, only things what you want comes from mind. If you are happy with right now what you have, the journey of mind will stop right there. And what happened in the past we cannot change, and what happened in the future is, what will happen in the future is uncertain. You might get it, you might not get it, but that is really important thing to realize, that what's in your hand is to work towards thing, but its outcome is not in your hand. So to bring peace in this moment, you need to stop this emotional roller coaster. And to stop that emotional roller coaster, you have to stop the thought process which is going in the mind, the self-talk which is going in the mind. And for that to happen, you need to know first what's happening in the mind. If this keeps on going in unawareness, you don't even know what you're thinking, but it is, see, it works in such a way. Mind is the faculty, it's a faculty. It works independent, it's not in your hand. You cannot stop it from thinking, but you can just know. And this is the beauty of the thing, that once you start giving the attention, or you start knowing what's happening, things stop right there. They stop disturbing you. You just have to know, first of all, to know. So that's the real awareness. And once you start knowing what's happening, so what I do is that definitely these thoughts, they do come. Something from the past will come up and will start, the roller coaster will start, or something from the future I want will happen and come up, and the roller coaster will start. So how can I stop it? How do I don't even, first of all, something which is not in my hand. The mind is working independently, so it is not in my hand. So I will not even bother about it. But still there are thoughts going on. So first of all, I become aware of what I'm doing. So once the focus changes, once your focus changes to what you're doing, so this body is doing something, it's breathing all the time. This is what all the monks do, they start focusing on their breath. So it's doing something all the time. Or if you're doing some work, so you're doing something. So once you bring focus on that thing, but you need to be aware of this moment right now. You need to be aware of what's your surroundings is and what you're doing. So once you bring your focus on what you're doing outside, like what your body is doing, then the focus comes out of your mind and it comes on what actions you're doing. So that's the really big thing I do, is I bring entire focus on what I'm doing, and then the mind goes quiet. And then obviously, so this focus is so amazing that I can have focus on my entire body, and mind is part of it. But now I'm focusing on what I'm doing outside. So I know so I'm in the current stage of knowingness of what my body is doing. So that's present moment, that's being available right now, that's being aware. So once that happens, the chatter stops and the emotional roller coaster stops. Or even if that chatting is happening, I just know, I just focus on that self-talk. Okay, what are you talking right now? So what are you doing right now? So once I come into knowingness, this is what's happening. But then I know also that the past is gone, it's not in my hand. The future is uncertain, it's not in my hand. So I just drop it right there. So two things which we can do. So whenever this thinking starts, you can stop it by just knowing what your thoughts are. Just by knowing what your thoughts are, you can drop it. Or just by focusing on what you're doing right now, and you can drop it. Because when you're focusing on what you're doing right now, so the entire knowingness comes to your actions and it goes away from your mind. The self-talk stops right there. We need to understand that past is gone, it's not in your hand. Future is, again, same thing, not in your hand. The only thing what is in your hand is what you're doing right now, or what work you're doing towards what you want to achieve. If something happened in the past which wasn't as per your desire or needs, or something someone did which wasn't, you can't do anything about it. So thinking about it is not solving solution. It's not the solution. The solution about the past is you just drop it. The solution about future is you work towards it, but still it's not in your hand. So with contentness of present moment, and then whatever thoughts are coming, you know them, and then you drop it. So that emotional roller coaster will stop, and obviously you will come in present moment. The more you do it, the more easy it'll become to be aware of this moment and drop those thoughts. But definitely the only way to go forward is to sit down for meditation, see your thoughts. First of all, you need to start seeing your thoughts, how they are working, how your mind is working. Once you start looking at those things, once you start establish yourself in some meditation, a little bit of meditation, So those period of silence will increase, and that silence will keep on adding up for a longer period. And then with eyes open, you can see what actions are doing, and then you bring the focus on what you're doing right now. See, that's what Buddha taught to someone, that he came and he said, like, so give me the teaching. And he said, become what you're doing. So if you're eating, so become eating. If you're walking, then become walking. If you're sleeping, then become sleeping. So that's what they're saying. Because this body is always in present moment. So whatever you're doing, you should know what you're doing, and that will just completely stop mind. And that will bring the awareness. That's the only thing. Once just hold this thread of knowingness or awareness or present moment or consciousness, and you will start walking towards silence. So hopefully some clarity came over here, but definitely meditation is the tool. We need to use it. That's the way to go forward. And I'll see you soon for our next video. Thank you so much.